Hi there, Ellen here. Welcome to Tag Tuesday first, and I'm here to do the Where Are You From? Not Where Are You From? Yeah, that's on purpose, it's Where Are You From? And this is a original tag by Patrick Book Reviews. And I have the Nam Kung Rigging Crow mantra. It's the mystic devotion to the Lotus Flower Sutra. Because Patrick lives in Thailand. He's a booktuber I'm getting to know. He is part of a handful of new to me booktubers that are hitting videos out of the park, as it were. Another one, and we like to get him on the show, these guys. Patrick, and then I like Austin's channel at Eternal Reader. Well, you think I'd get the names of the channels correct? But so Patrick has this original tag, and he has an interesting story. He lives in Thailand, and I almost moved to Thailand through the Peace Corps in grad school in Phoenix, but I'll get to Phoenix. I won't be talking about the Peace Corps because I got like the shots and everything at the Air Force Base. But anyway, he lives in a like Buddhist community there, and check out his video on his channel. It's really fascinating. He went to Iowa Writers, where my mentor Norman Doobie, the poet, the late great poet, went, and it was the class with Martin Bell, poet Martin Bell, and Dennis Johnson, Philip Levine. Patrick, in one of his videos, kind of dissed Finnegan's Wake, and I really got to check myself when I'm getting better at taking things personal about Ulysses and the Wake and Joyce in general and Faulkner and Pynchon. I mean, I read new books as well. Last year I read a new release, new to me, 5 years or less, release every month. And usually it was a buddy read, but that was last year. I'm reading a new release right now, and 2024. I'll get to the tag. It's going to be a kind of casual one tonight, probably. It's on Tag Tuesday, too, instead of Wednesday. We got done with the live show with Gareth. Real good show. It could have went a lot longer. We've only been doing an hour and a half shows. This one went, I think, an hour 45. Prompt 1. Where were you born and what was your town like? So this is an easy tag. You don't show any books, and it gives me an opportunity to talk about my favorite subject, myself. I'll be brief because, I've told stories about this before. I was born in a middle-class family in Toledo, Ohio. My dad was a firefighter, paramedic. My mom was a homemaker. We lived in a kind of bad part of town till third grade, and then we moved to the suburbs, Cross Gates, a real good part of town, and it was great. Into bicycles, and had a lot of friends. The neighborhood had no sidewalks, and the streets were like rounded, the curbs. So you could ride your bike all over, and we had a boulevard on my street. Talk about our basement. I was in marching band. I was in a lot of clubs, activities in high school. Don't make me get my yearbooks out. So our basement had a pool table, foosball machine, pinball machine, 2 couches, a full bar with Guinness or whatever my dad wanted on tap through the wall, and a refrigerator, the booze in a bar, a big poker table here, pachinko in the wall. It was all firefighter oriented, like the phones were in the smash and turn the key, open the, that red box. We had fire hydrants in the corner. That was only one part of the room. The other part was my band equipment, my art stuff. I made models, like Revell Master Model Club. I like to make old cars. I like to work on old cars too. I had a really good childhood. I mean, I went through all the usual stuff, peer pressure and problems with girls and acne, and but it was I spent a disproportionate amount of time in my head daydreaming about that time and the past in general. It's kind of maybe I'm thinking about writing again. I don't know. Up to, where do you live now, and what's it like? It's great here in Portland, Oregon. I'm having some visitors this year already. Greg at Ghost Reader in the Sky, he's not coming specifically to see me. I mean, a few do, but they come, like their son's going to college here, or Greg's case, his son is involved in an event here, and I'm going to see if I can invite myself to go. It's a yo-yo thing. So he's coming next, him and his wife and son, next weekend, see him. And we'll probably meet up at Powell's bookstore. Let me see if I have I was trying to see if I had a map of Powell's. I know I do. It's probably in the box over there. But it's 5 floors, and all the rooms are color coded, like the gold room, the blue room, like that. And that's where I meet up with people, and like first dates. They have a cafe. They're not a cafe, a coffee place, and I really enjoy it. It had Portland's #1 in a lot of areas. Powell's Bookstore is the largest independent bookstore in the world. In the world. Hard to believe, but it's true. Portland has more microbreweries per capita than any other city in America. More than New Orleans, more than Milwaukee, more than, NYC, LA. Has the smallest park in the world. And Greg and another bibliophile Reeds is coming for he'll be here for St. Patrick's Day week. We'll be doing the Monday show here, and I'm going to show them the small little park. We have more strip clubs per capita than any other city, New Orleans, any. Anyway, I enjoy here. We have more like bridges. I'll take Greg walking across the Burnside Bridge. The Burnside Bridge was built 20 years before the Golden Gate by the same architect. 3. Have you lived anywhere else? Yeah, so I was born in Toledo, went to school at Kent State. Then my grandmother died, and my parents built a new house, and they fell in love with Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona area, and built in a suburb. And that was like 45 years ago, and they really got on the ground floor of things. I got accepted at grad school at Gainesville, University of Florida. Almost went there, toured the joint. But I went to Arizona State University for grad school because my family lived out there. And sometimes I wish I would have just kept on trucking to LA. I really do. I got in a lot of trouble out in Phoenix, Arizona. I managed to graduate with an MFA, but I was on the PhD track and got kicked out. Why? Technicality. GPA fell below a 3.3, but it was for other reasons. Let's see, Georgia for periods of time, twice for over a year, in Moultrie, Georgia, 20 miles north of Tallahassee. I enjoyed it there. I didn't at first. It was for a major rehab. Moultrie, the whole town, they call it Miracle Moultrie Turning Point, and they really boosted Moultrie, Georgia. It's pretty amazing. But anyway, so I got the taste of Southern living. Now, growing up in Toledo, Ohio, my relatives lived in South Daytona Beach, like New Smyrna and Daytona Beach. You lived there for pushing 100 years now, but we'd go down there often in summertime, up and down I-75. So like I said, I like Faulkner a lot. I like Southern writers a lot. So Southern blood in me. Traveled a few other places, but never lived anywhere else. I did go back to Toledo, Ohio, like 10 years ago. Why? For a girl. Spent like 3-4 years there, but I ultimately came back to Portland. Really do enjoy it here. Or who are some famous authors of works of literature from your home? I'll stick with the Pacific Northwest. Most famously, we have Ken Kesey. Wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Sailor's Song, and sometime a Great Notion. Great writer. He spent more time in Eugene, Oregon University. The Ducks. Yes. And they have a big boulder with his name on it, and probably some other things I should check out. Locally, Chuck Palahniuk lives in Portland, and I saw him speak at Powell's last year, 2 years ago. He was really funny, and he invited everyone out to a pub, like a nearby pub. We didn't go. I was with a friend. I don't know what we did, but I don't drink anymore. But if I did, I would have been there. I would have been sitting next to him. And Ursula K. Le Guin is from Portland, Oregon. Lived here, wrote here. There's a exhibit currently in one of the museums, and I'm remiss in not going. 5, what's the book culture like where you live? Libraries, bookstores, etc. Well, I talked about Powell's. They just remodeled the Hollywood Library. I live in the Hollywood district. Like New Orleans has parishes, different parish. Portland is in districts. I live in Hollywood district. And they got the remodeling done. It's very impressive. It's all new machinery. It's all interactive, and there's like no stacks. It's all like open. Very impressive, and they remodeled it like a few months early. There's always construction and things going on in Portland. We have a lot of bookstores, libraries galore. It's a very literate community. And I do vlogs in the summertime and winter, and I have a Portland-related playlist. If you're interested, check it out. That's it. Tag some people. I'm going to tag some people in the description box. And I'm going to tag all the usual suspects like Pat, chat with Pat. I'd like to hear from MJ. She does tags occasionally. I've made a lot of good friends here on BookTube, but I really don't know a whole lot about him. Some more than others, but like I know Greg went to University of Maryland, but he didn't. I know he didn't get the full dorm experience. He was like a commuter, and so I think. So I don't know anything about MJ's like college years. I've seen some coolio photos of her from back in the day with like rock stars and that. Literal rock stars. I forget the guitarist. Anyway, God, here I go talking about people. You'll see. So great tag, Patrick. Go check out his channel. You know, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Later.